Good evening, and thank you for being here tonight. My name is Rula Daood, and I'm a Palestinian citizen of Israel, and I'm also the national co-director of Standing Together, a movement I've been part of for so long that I can't remember my life without being an activist with the purple color. But tonight, I can't open this night without the understanding and the acknowledgement of what's happening in the north. Right now, my family who lives in Kufr Yasif, a Palestinian village in north of Israel, are under bombing. We are here to speak about solutions, but we cannot believe what's happening back home. Physically, both of us are standing here, but our hearts and minds go back to the people back home in the north of Israel, and yes, people in the south of Lebanon, and yes, people in Gaza who are being still bombed until this moment. And we are here because we have a clear message that we are not ashamed to speak of, and we are not ashamed to shout out very loud. We are here to demand a ceasefire. We are here to demand a stop of this war. We are here to demand a deal that will bring the hostages back home alive. And we are here tonight to demand that no more Palestinians will be killed in this war. We are here because we believe that we do not have the privilege to sit down and do nothing, because Israel-Palestine is our home. And our home, we're going to fight for, and we are not going to leave. And we are also here to ask from you and to demand you to help us, to be brave enough to stand in the streets and also demand a solution for the people living in Israel-Palestine. Not just for one side, not just for the Jewish people, not just for the Palestinian people, but for all people who are living on the land, because both of us deserve security. Both of us deserve liberty, both of us deserve freedom, and yes, both of us deserve independence. And yes, I am a Palestinian, and I am part of a bigger people. My people are in the West Bank. My people are in Gaza. My people are within Israel. My people are refugees all over the world. But I am also a citizen and part of the Israeli society. And since the beginning of this war, on the 7th of October, I have been seeing the pain on both sides. And living through times where you see your friends being kidnapped, your friends being killed, your friends being bombed, and families dying in starvation is a pain that nobody can hold. But still, from that pain, I decide each and every day to wake up and to speak of solutions. And the only solution that can be right now, the only thing that can be really radical for all of us to demand is peace. Because only when we can have peace, we can live in Israel-Palestine. This is not the first war between Israel and Gaza. This is the 15th war. And on each and every war, our government says the same thing. Bibi Netanyahu says the same sentences. He says that this time we will eradicate Hamas. This time there will be no more Hamas. But what happens is that with each and every bomb that falls on Gaza, on innocent people, on schools, on hospitals, Hamas becomes stronger. We cannot fight extreme people with military action. What we must do is fight for solution, for pragmatical solutions, solutions that can bring both of us security, that can make people go back to their homes. Yes, people who are in Gaza. Yes, people who are in the south of Israel. Yes, people who are now in the north of Israel. And yes, people who are in the south of Lebanon. We need solutions. And the only solution at this time is having a real peace. An Israeli-Palestinian peace that can give all of us, Jews and Palestinians, a life. Not just to survive, but to prosper in our lands. Because the simple fact, which many people do not want to face, is that on our land, two people live, the Jewish people and the Palestinian people. And it's a fact, nobody is going anywhere. Thank you.
I want to speak with you about what does it mean to fight against occupation, to fight against this war, to fight for Israeli-Palestinian peace, to be doing something that not always is the most popular thing in Israel, not always the most easy thing in Israel, not always the safest thing to do in Israel. Being a Jewish citizen of Israel and fighting for peace, fighting against the occupation, means that you understand that you fight in solidarity with the Palestinian people, that yes, you stand in solidarity with people that are oppressed for decades, that live under military occupation of a country that is not their country, that wake up in the morning and see soldiers that are not the soldiers of their own country and are dying again and again and again in wars that bring nothing to them but just more death and grief, but also understanding that you're not only doing it out of solidarity. You're doing it out of the self-interest of your own society, because only peace, only a solution can bring safety to your family, to your own society, to the country that you want to have a future in. This is what it means to be fighting for peace. Connecting the fight in solidarity with the Palestinians with the fight of your own interest. Because we understand in Israel right now that another war will bring us no safety. That we deserve to live in safety, that we deserve to live in a place where we can imagine having a future. So many of us right now in Israel, so many of the young generation are thinking of immigrating out of the country. When you think of almost 12 months of a war in Israel, you cannot imagine a future. You cannot imagine raising a family. When you think that what our government is promising us, you understand it's just more of the same. More wars, more death, more grief. If it's not enough a war with Gaza, we're getting now a war with Lebanon. If this is not enough, it is also going to a regional war. So what we say is that there is no military solution to a real political problem. Because the only possible solution is to live in a country where all people are free, where all people are independent, and all people have safety. This is why we organize people on the ground. Because we understand also that there is a very big difference between condemning reality, cursing reality, shouting as strong as you want against reality, and maybe choosing the most radical words against reality, and changing reality. And what we want is to change reality. And for that, we need to build power. We need to organize. We need to recognize our interests. We need to connect between Palestinians and Jews. And we need to be able to have a vision, an alternative to the extremists, to the Kahanists, to the one that want more occupation, to build settlements not only in the West Bank, but in Gaza and maybe in south of Lebanon. And our alternative is peace. So standing together is organizing people and is mobilizing people. And we're doing so because we believe that where there is struggle, where people choose to struggle, there is still hope. So thank you very much.